morning, Cougars. Welcome back to the Good News Network. My name's Noah.
I'm Kai. How are you doing today, Noah?
Doing pretty good. Just had a hearty breakfast, ready for the day.
That's great. I'm so excited to show you, Cougars, the Good News Network. It's been a while since last time we've done this, and we've got a new system for you guys. So we're super excited to share it with you.
Coming up, we've got lots of shout-outs to some amazing Cougars and teachers, some tips on how to make this semester great, and some good news for you, along with trivia with Mr. Olson. Great.
That sounds so fun, Noah. Hey, Noah, you have some nice shoes on today, don't you?
What? How do you... No,
Well,
actually, I'm in my room.
Well,
I'm not wearing shoes.
Noah, you know what they say about nice shoes, right?
No, I don't.
Or guys with nice shoes, they have no soles.
Oh, I see. You're funny. You're real funny, Kai.
Thank you. Anyways, let's get started on this Good News Network today. We're going to start with Kaylani giving us our Cougar student shout out. So we're going to pass it on to Kaylani and let's see what you got.
Thanks, Kai and Noah. This week's Cougar student shout out goes to Elijah Lurie. Elijah has been a huge part of improving our school's environmental sustainability while we've been out due to COVID. Elijah is also leading the environmental club and is talking to the admin to make change and take advantage of the school campus being empty for so long. Thank you so much, Elijah. Keep up the good work. And now I'm going to pass it on to Camden, who has a special guest with us today.
Okay.
Hey guys, well, we're here. I'm Mr. Jones. We're here with Mrs. Kendall in Camden, one of my leadership students. And we're going to ask, we invited Mrs. Kendall to join us, and we're going to ask her some questions.
Well, first, Miss Kendall,
Okay.
what is the best part of teaching in high school?
Oh, good, because I did teach middle school for a while. I would say it's seeing how much my students grow as people throughout the year. So I love meeting them at the beginning of the school year, and I always tell them, I want you to leave here better people at the end of the year than you are today. More enlightened, more caring, more compassionate, and maybe with a little bit of appreciation for science. And it's really nice to see that happen as the year progresses.
Okay.
Do you still love them at the end?
I do still love them. I love them more at the end because now I know them better, and so I know all the things about them to love.
All right, okay. All right, go ahead, Camden.
All right. And another question for you is, how do you build relationships with your students?
I think that relationship building is really important as an educator. I think when students feel safe in a classroom, they're more likely to relax and learn the material. And I try to build those relationships by letting them learn about me and know things about myself. And so putting myself out there and hope that they reciprocate and tell me a little bit about themselves as well. And just being open and willing to listen to them and be excited about their lives.
Andy, may I interject a question?
Of course.
Yeah, because we want to know about you a little bit. Are there any embarrassing moments as a teacher that you would be willing to share with the folks watching?
Oh my gosh, I told you to tell me your questions ahead of time. I can't remember
Wow.
any really embarrassing ones.
This may just be our embarrassing moment right here.
One time when I taught, I do remember one. One time when I taught middle school, I was talking about atoms and the mass of atoms, and I mixed up the A and the M, and instead of saying an atom's mass, I said a madam's. And eighth graders, they could not keep it together, and it took me a good 4 or 5 minutes to calm them down, and I was like, okay, I get it.
Wow. You could have just said that you were talking about donkeys.
A madam donkey? So that was pretty embarrassing.
All right, I like that one. That's a good one. Okay, Camden, go ahead.
Okay. And another question is, what were you like as a student
Oh, this I want to hear.
overall?
Well, when I was really little, in elementary school, I was chatty, and I would always get my name put on the whiteboard with check marks next to it, which I was always so embarrassed about. and then I'd have to pick up trash at recess.
Ooh.
Then in middle school, I was like, I feel like a typical middle schooler. And then in high school, that's when I really started to buckle down and I really started to appreciate the learning process and spend more time with my teachers. If I needed help, I would go in at lunch, and I spent a lot of time in the science rooms at lunch asking for help or trying to get a head start on my homework so I didn't have to do as much homework at home. But I'd always do my homework as soon as I got home so that I could have the rest of the evening to relax. And I still do that to this day. I try and get all of my work done as early as possible in the day so that I can just relax in the evenings. And it makes my life a lot easier.
Name a fun fact that most of us at school do not know about you.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I'm currently in the middle of a long-term scientific project that's about 40 weeks long. It's gestational in nature, and I'm in week 24. So those of you who have taken bio, you might be picking up on the clues. But there's going to be a little Kendall joining the world. And I've been able to hide it and get away with nobody knowing because everyone only sees me from here up. But I've got about three or so, 3.5 months left. So
Wow, congratulations. So you're expecting.
yes, there's going to be a little Kendall joining the world in May.
Oh, I'm so happy for you and your husband.
Sometimes quarantine can get kind of boring, so here are 5 ideas of things to do.
1. Bake something.
2. Go for a walk. 3. Call a friend.
Hey. 4. Practice a sport. 5. Write letters to friends, family members, or first responders.
Well, that's great news.
That is so fantastic. That's a really great news, Kendall.
I'm super happy for you and your family and your future. So, also great job, Connor. Those are some great tips. I know Noah and I will definitely be using those.
For sure.
Let's get into some of the local news that we have here. The first thing is that there is a group of coastside bikers, and they made a new bike trail in the mountains of El Granada, and they're focused on making it sustainably, which is super cool. So if you guys are into biking, I'd go and check that out. Another thing, Mavericks, it's been huge lately, some of the biggest we've seen in a really long time. There's been some great iconic waves that people have caught, and it's a super cool moment in Half Moon Bay history. So I'd go watch Mavericks safely, of course, but I'd go watch it if you guys had the chance. More in the local news, Coastal Rep Theater, they are starting their plays up back again. They're doing some outside plays. So if you like to go watch some beautiful theater, I would go and I would watch Coastal Rep's outdoor plays. So those are some good news in Half Moon Bay. What do you got globally, Noah?
Well, in the larger scheme of things, Kai, I'm sure everybody has heard, our country has just accepted the new president and vice president-elect, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, into office. Along with that comes with several firsts, such as our new vice president being not only the first woman, but also the first woman of color to hold the position of vice president. These are massive milestones for our country that will hopefully pave the way for more equality in the future. In addition, the cabinet for this term has already been broken multiple barriers. Not only do we have the first Black U.S. Secretary of Defense, but Joe Biden has also chosen Rachel Levine as the first transgender person for a Senate-confirmed post. I think that's fantastic, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us.
Yeah, that's super cool. It's great to see that type of diversity in office.
Well, that's it for the news. So I think we're going to pass it on to Emily, who's going to have some leadership announcements for you guys.
All right, let's see those leadership announcements, Emily.
There's a lot going on in leadership. The Special Events Committee is hosting a photo contest where students will be able to submit their favorite photos they've taken of oceans or sunsets or any pretty landscapes. They can submit them to 70300@cabrillo.k12.ca.us by Friday, February 19th to be entered. And on the week of the 22nd, Voting will take place on the HMBHS Leadership Instagram, so please make sure to follow it so you can participate. And also, the winner will be announced that Friday on February 26th. And all this week, there's been a kindness campaign going on. And today is Teacher Thinking Thursday and tomorrow's Frontline Friday. So make sure to check your email for more information about both of those and how you can participate. Also, if you or anyone you know has a February birthday coming up, please let leadership know.
Hey Cougars, I would like to give a shout out to all the January birthdays. Happy birthday to Ashley Chavez, Tristan Vaz, Siona Halwani, Patricia Patino Becerra, Haley Ronquillo, Michael Perez, Kenneth Jones, Samuel Weatherly, Andres Orozco, Brianna Marshall, Malin Bautista, Feline Howard, Kaya Lakis, Lucas Inoye, Victor Vasquez, Natalie Cornelison, Camila Avila Urano, Esteban Contreras Baltadano, Alejandra Camacho, Jose Dolores Becerra, Luis Dolores Becerra, Michael Escalante Muniz, Fatima Zavala, Lane Faust, Michael Thompson, Elizabeth Mendez Cortez, Derek Vitone, David Segura, Austin Ketchum, Isabella Forth, Robert Ketchum, Roberto Bettino, Cassandra Rogers, Didon Prince, Malia Smith, Jesus Becerra Solorio, Richie Sparks, Makola Ediger, Sean Ediger, Simon Herman, Emily McGee, Jeremy Rossoff, Antonio Hernandez Covarrubias, Sierra West, Salvador Alvarez Ramirez, Devin Papanow, Noah Courtney, Catherine Pintarelli, Celeste Zapata, Andrew Williamson, Alexa Morales, Isamar Badajoz, Rowan Lane, Peter Valdez, Trevor Corcini, Annalise Ruiz Haro, Brianna Johnson, Audrey Negrete, Jaden Floyd, Owen Wolliver, Kiara Biondi, Jordan Gerard, Leonardo Ramos, Rafael Guevara Ramirez, Naomi Naito, Sarah Sprankle, Alejandra Vasquez Carrillo, Jared Segura, Kai Lin, Samuel Lowings, Vanessa Penaloza Vega, Evan Alexander, James Travis, Jessica Barajas Delgado, Pedro Lopez Monroy, Ethan Richarder, Alexander Coron, Roberto Leon, and Kevin Banos Rodriguez. Have a good one, Cougars.